earthy and herby. Smells legit to me.
Yay! That's the spirit!
Hurry before someone sees us.
Isn't it the worst when an excellent film comes to an end? I can only watch K-pop Demon Hunters so many times before I start to question my sanity. But like everyone else, I've become obsessed with the relatable characters, catchy songs, and moving narrative. Not to mention how stunning the animation and design are for something that was barely receiving advertising before dropping on Netflix. I'm so glad it's performing well, because the recognition and praise are well deserved. It might also warrant Netflix revisiting the franchise and greenlighting a series, which is what we'll discuss today. This video is all about the topics we could explore in a K-pop Demon Hunter series.
All about turtles.
Sounds super boring. I'm so down.
Let's do this.
Number 1. Character backstories. As far as the main characters go, we only receive brief glimpses of their backstories. When we first meet them, they're always world-class idols who fill stadiums with each performance. They've built their reputation through years of hard work and dedication, which has required them to abandon the lives they had in the past. The characters themselves fail to mention their pasts, as it is their fans who provide context into their personal lives and what led them to become musicians. Rumi is the child of a former artist, raised by Celine and the lead vocalist of Huntrix. She's the focal point of the group and was raised from birth to become a hunter. In contrast, Mira became an outcast within her family due to her rebellious nature, and Zoe grew up in the United States where she struggled to find a sense of belonging and a purpose for her lyrics. Episodes that dive into their upbringings might provide crucial insight into Huntrix's choices. We might learn why Mira feels insecure or why Zoe becomes a people-pleaser later in life, or the common thread that helped the three of them connect and find their shared voice.
When the Honmun is sealed, all the demons will be gone from this world, and so will your patterns.
Number 2. Rumi's parents. Speaking of backstories, one of the more significant mysteries that remains from the original film is the fates of Rumi's parents. We learn that Rumi's mother passed away when she was still a young child, requiring Celine to step in and become her adopted mother. Rumi never mentions her father, aside from the fact that he's a demon and the reason she has markings like the creature she's trained to kill. We never receive context about her parents, why they ended up together, or what led to their deaths. We could have an episode that shows her parents through various flashbacks explaining their history. We could have an episode where Rumi tries to get the truth out of Celine, or we could have one where Mira and Zoe ask invasive questions, now that they know the truth about Rumi. The possibilities are endless with this one. I just want to know what happened.
Maybe they'll understand.
No, Rumi. Nothing can change until your patterns are gone.
Number 3. Guima's origins. Another character with a suspicious lack of origins is Guima. The film opens with a narration about the first hunters who arrived to drive back the darkness by inspiring hope and life within the people surrounding them. Together they created the Hunmoon, the barrier that prevents Guima from reaching Earth, which is powered by their unity, emotion, and song. Guima outlives each group of hunters, watching them grow old through the decades as he bides his time to send his demons through the cracks, hoping one of them will find him a way out of his confinement. We learn a great deal about these hunters. Or at least we know how they looked and acted, as their morals, methods, and general premise don't appear to change. In contrast, we know very little about Guima, such as what he started as, how he acquired his power, how his power works, and what he gained from torturing so many souls in one setting. We know that he controls his demons by turning their shame against them, but why is that his preferred method of torture? He has the potential to be such a compelling villain if only we knew a little more.
Stealing our souls and channeling strength back to their king, Kima.
Number 4. Previous hunters. Again, the film allows us to catch glimpses of previous hunters. Most notably, we see trios throughout the decades as they adapt their style and musical genre to whatever is most popular at the time. A series could dedicate a few episodes to exploring these other groups, whether through historical books, personal diaries, or first-hand accounts. I'm not sure where Celine lives, but it looks like a training ground for soon-to-be hunters, and as a former hunter herself, she will have a few good stories to share with Rumi and the others. Celine could appear in each episode, helping Huntrix or offering guidance by recalling events from her time in her group. She might have advice on how to defeat a particular demon, how to balance personal life with responsibility, and how to strengthen the Hunmoon by working as a team. Honestly, I imagine her as the Alfred to their Batman, an observant and worried caregiver with a few tricks up her sleeve.
It is your voices, your song, that will create the Golden Honmun.
Yes, Celine.
Number 5. Jinu's demon past. I loved Demon Jinu. I know everyone loved him because he had a good heart and never wanted to hurt anyone to begin with, but I enjoyed seeing how clever and goal-oriented he could be. We watched a crowd of demons cower in fear of Guima before Genie strolled in with a song, stage presence, and a deal in mind. He oozed confidence in that moment, and I'm not sure he would have left that meeting without getting what he wanted. I also appreciate how the other demons got out of his way in his introductory scene because it made it seem like Jinu had a reputation that made him worthy of respect. Not to mention, Guima regarded him by name. I suppose he speaks to each of his demons through his mind so that he might have remembered Jinu, but it would be even more interesting if Jinu made himself known to Guima through actions. Did he harm others in the demon realm? Is he a clever criminal who plays tricks on others? Does he remain fixated on humankind and their problems?
And will he let the fire go out? Is this the end of him now?
Number 6. Magical and mystical creatures. Aside from playing instruments and slaying every song he performs, Jinu also has unique animal companions that made crucial appearances throughout the film. The tiger and magpie helped Rumi throughout the film while also offering her guidance when she's lost her way. They also deliver messages and lead Rumi to locations. Still, we never learn how Jinu came to possess these mystical creatures, where they originate, or if they have any magical properties. It seems to me that the answer is yes, as the tiger can move through objects and carry Rumi through the sky. As far as the series goes, we need an episode telling us everything about these animals and their magic. Number 7. Romances. By far, one of the film's greatest shortcomings is its romances. Now, take that with a grain of salt because the film does have a heavy romantic aspect that consumes much of the plot. Rumi wouldn't have stood a chance against Guima if not for Jinu, who sacrificed himself to give her another chance to defeat him. It's an act of selflessness that made many people fall in love with him, albeit at the very end of the film, and we would have loved to watch that side of him grow and prosper if he had more screen time. Rumi and Jinu weren't the only romantic connections hinted at throughout the film. Although they knew better and didn't put much emotional value into their interactions, Mira and Zoe each had relationships and ship names with specific members of the Saja Boys, based on who the fans thought they might pair best with. Mira and Zoe appreciate the Saja Boys for their looks, as they get caught staring at their competitors more than once throughout the film. However, scoping out the competition isn't a bad thing, and it gives Huntrix more time to practice before they meet their enemies on the battlefield. There's barely enough time for themselves amid demon hunting and Huntrix meet and greets, and I can't imagine how relationships would fall into the mix. One thing is for sure though, those relationships would be among the most popular aspects in the series.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
I speak for everyone when I say a series for K-pop demon hunters would be well received. The film could even serve as the first episode or prologue for the continued narrative, allowing us to pick up where we left off and join the members of Huntrix as they strengthen their new Hunmoon and inspire hope within their fans. Naturally, something would need to go bump in the middle of the night to put them on the path of demon hunting again, but that's for the writers to figure out, and for us to find out. What do you think? Would you like to see a continuation in the future? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.
There's no denying it now. This is what I am.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Quietly, Zoe. Why are there so many people today?
Oh, it's down that alleyway. Free concert. It's at noon.
Who are the Saja boys?